Good morning. I think it's morning. Yeah, it's still morning. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning to you. It is an amazing Monday morning here in Virginia. And I just wanted to come on for about 30 minutes or so and, you know, talk about something. I got a little bit of something to talk about. I'm going to say it's major, but it's not a whole lot. But it has been helping me, you know. And that's usually the key for me is if it's something that I'm dealing with, going through, or coming up with, or coming gaining a revelation from, and I'm gonna share it because I figure what works for me will work for you as well. It's a chill day this Monday after this whatever storm. It's not a snowstorm here, so hey, meal ticket. We don't have a snowstorm. It's just hey Shay. It's just cold and rain, or whatever. And I don't know what I did. I picked up a shift today because the weather kept saying it wasn't going to rain or whatever. Now it's saying, hey, I'm probably driving to work in the rain because I can't drop it without a penalty. That's what I get for trying to get that money, huh? I should have just kept my happy self, just chilling for this day off and enjoying it. But it always happens. That extra $5 a shift, it gets me, you know? Because I got stuff I'm doing. So therefore, all my ends got to be coming in so that when I get to that space of having to, or not having to work so hard, you know, definitely heading towards that smarter, not harder. But right now, I got to work a little bit hard. And that's cool, you know what I'm saying? Because how else do you get things done? You know what I'm saying? You have to, sometimes you got to put in some work. And if you ain't built for it, you might not get it. But and I've been doing this so long, so many times. It is what it is, basically, you know. But I was just sitting here. Hey, Red Rose, how you doing? I was just sitting here and I'm thinking, like, here I am again, uh, a new beginning. I ain't gonna say starting over because I don't look at it as starting over. It's just a continuation of where I left off. So I look crazy in the dark. My little hair rolled up. I think I got real hang time. Y'all, I was shaking my hair, working, it was moving in the back. I was like, oh shit. No, but just I think I really enjoy process. You know what I'm saying? Going through different processes in life. So here I am, like I said, I'm going into this new phase of my journey. New city, new state. Cool. I've laid the groundwork. So now I'm able to actually go into what I do. That's why I started the hair channel that y'all, if y'all ain't followed, you gotta go follow. Meek did that. 757, yeah. Cause I'm about to go live. So everybody that did subscribe over there, thank you. I gotta wait till like 9 something tonight though, but I can go live now. And it's like perfect timing because I literally called the lady last night and asked her because I was unsure when I wanted to go into the suite. And I literally called her last night and asked her if I could pay the deposit on Friday. And, if I could start next week. So it's going down. So we're going to be, yeah, it's you can sub up. Meek did that 757. Um, So I decided to go ahead and just kick in the door. I can't come on here telling y'all those doors that would not open. Let's kick them in 2025. So I got to go kick a door. I gotta go kick a door. So I'm gonna start next week. Look, I got this furniture coming to this house, and I didn't want to sit in here long anyway because it was gonna annoy me. So, okay, cool. Thank you, Meal Ticket. I I don't know. It's a long time coming because this is what I do. You know, I tell him, my dude, like, do you understand? I am not an Amazon worker. I am a super stylist. I do hair and I'm ready to do hair. Yeah, I'm doing hair here and there, but I'm ready to make my mark, you know, and it's always been understood by me that persistence is key. You know, it's the hard work and persistence that pays off. If you're not persistent with the things that you're doing or trying to accomplish, then usually that's where you get a little sidetracked, a little tired, and you know, you kind of put it on the back burner or get to a certain space where you realize like, man, I could have been farther, you know. And that's where I was like maybe a couple of months ago, thinking like, I'm not where I'm supposed to be with the hair thing. And then it was like God to give you that great reminder to say, hey Gary, um y'all, this thing look fuzzy, I guess because I'm in the dark, huh? um God to give you a great reminder to first remind you of process, you know, and not to get weary in well doing. We know that what happens when you continue through a journey and you are very persistent and you continue no matter what comes at you. So for me, I think I was causing things to be coming at me that really wasn't, you know, because I wanted so badly to be in my field, you know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling crazy, it's dark. um Y'all excuse me, my foot stuck, but trying to go near the window. So I wanted so badly to be in my field, but me being new here, I had to go through a process. So now that I'm at this space of getting ready to launch into what I do, which is hair. Like I said, I was telling him, I am not an Amazon worker. I do hair. I want Amazon to be that side hustle, you know. I need me a couple dollars for something and I can go there and get it if I want to. I want to be at the shop. I want to be talking to the ladies. I want to be on live doing hair. I want to be all that stuff, you know, the things that I normally do when I be at work, you know. Um, very proud of myself for being I don't know why they call us Neptunes at Amazon, but yeah, we're called Neptunes, not Amazonians, which is slow, but yeah, I'm an Amazonian. They Neptunes. I don't know what that is, but like I said, I was telling him I don't do this. And I don't think he really understands what it means yet. When I say I'm a hairstylist, you know, hairstylists, we go in the morning and we come out late sometimes, even though I'm not trying to be that hairstylist anymore. Been there, done that. But just understanding that my process was my process. I'm new here. Yeah, in my mind, because I touched down in Charleston, 17 years ago, rolling, I could do it again. But it didn't happen like that. It didn't happen like that. Why? Because this is a whole different process. This is a whole nother phase of my journey. This ain't Charleston. You know what I'm saying? So there's something in Virginia that I had to pick up. I just feel so weird. My shirt hanging off of me. Let me get it together. I should have played dress up today when I went live. But I had to go through whatever process I had to go through. There were some things that I need to pick up before I got to this point. And one of them was to work at Amazon, because I think for so long in the hair industry, you know, any entrepreneur will know that when you're self-employed and you're running a business, it's like this. And you have those peak seasons and then you have those low seasons. So I think that my process right now, you know, this past year has been I had to learn to work again because I had not worked a job in like 25 years. Literally. The last job I had before Amazon, I think I left at lunchtime because, we had pagers back then. That's how long ago it was. When people was paging me to get their hair done and I started adding up when I was going to make in that day and it was more than I was making in a week, I left. So that's the last time I worked. But I think that the setup for me this time was to get acclimated to working, to get acclimated to clocking in and being on a schedule. Because, like I said, in times when it's like this, especially with me rebuilding, I don't have that little nest egg set up. So in order to get that nest egg, I had to get through this Amazon phase, I had to get used to actually going to work, clocking in, having to be there, clocking out, and all that good stuff. I started out doing 40 hours a week, Sunday to Wednesday, 7 to 5:30 a.m. When I tell y'all, my body got beat. I had arthritis in my knee. I had something messed up with my feet. I done been to the foot doctor, the knee doctor. Now I can walk again. I'm all good. Probably I'm a little fat. I need to lose some weight. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. The persistence of a thing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't give up on Amazon. I didn't quit because, I couldn't. That was the thing. I couldn't quit. He put me in a situation where I couldn't say, well, I got hair to do, so I don't really need Amazon. Nah, he put me in a position where I had to stay at work. And what I learned from that today is there's conversations that people, I guess, want to have or need to have. And for some of those people, I'm that person who they are to talk to. So I have a lot of different conversations with people at Amazon that are awesome. And, I'm good with that. I take full responsibility for those who I am supposed to come in contact with. And I always know when that opportunity presents itself. So I'm grateful for my job at Amazon. But now it's time for me to show them what I'm working with. These. No, let me do it like this because that don't look right. These hands is they be doing some things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting ready to do the thing. So happy you sat through the testimony. Now the test is almost over. Yeah, and like I said, I texted the lady last night, asked her if I could pay the deposit so I could go ahead and just get started Monday. And I'm excited. I knew I was excited when the salon chair is in my living room right now. The mat is on the way. So is the station. So is the display cabinets. And I'm about to have all this stuff in my living room and I ain't tell nobody because I don't want them to be like, what is this? What is this? I'll tell them when they get here. But nevertheless, I am super excited to be getting ready to go into this. And it's a huge leap of faith. That's why I said persistence is key because I'm going to have that persistence. I'm going to have that wherewithal to withstand the next phase in this journey, which is going to be the building process and then trusting the building process because Rome wasn't built in a night. We know that. There's not going to be like 900 people falling out the sky. But it's my goal to try to see at least 2 new people coming in every week. And that's starting off. That's not, hey, I don't care how many come. It could be 10 new people a week. But that's a goal for me, just to at least try to engage in and gain 2 people a week right now. And 2 plus, let's say 2 plus. I ain't going to just put it at 2 because then that's what'll happen. So there's nothing under 2 that will come into contact with me. But I'm excited about the decorating process and, like I said, getting started on the other page. Exactly, Gary. Faith, faith, faith. And that's what I'm excited to be back in that phase. Not that I lost faith, but I'm like a faith vigilante at times where, like I told you, I jump out the airplane, then reach back for my parachute. you know. Hopefully I got it. But it's like now I'm starting to get that back. You know what I mean? You know how some people say they lost their zeal for a thing. I didn't really lose my zeal. I just didn't know how it was gonna start back up. You know, I knew it would. I just didn't know how. So that's where faith comes in. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I know it's going to happen. So, you know, that's the space I've been in. And now it's just onward and upwards. No matter what I got to do, I got to hit the ground running. And my business is going to soar because that's where I am in life right now. I'm in a soaring season. You know what the church folks say. They call everything a season. Everything is a season with the church people. I'm in a soaring season, you know? Let me quit messing with the church people. I might be considered a church lady to some people. I'm just a strong believer. I don't need a church, but I love church. If that makes sense. But yeah, that's the season I'm in right now. That's the season I'm calling for my life, the soaring season. Everything that I do, I'm going to soar, you know. It's not going to be a time where I believe, oh, this is a piece of cake. Nah, but I also don't believe it's going to be hard for me, if that makes sense. It's not a cakewalk, but it's not going to be hard for me because I trust God and I know that there's a thing that I'm supposed to be doing behind that chair. And if I'm not behind that chair, guess what? I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. That I do know. I have that understanding. So that's why it is such an urgency for me to now get into that space that I'm supposed to be in because it's where I'm supposed to be. You know how people say, know your position? I know my position as a hairstylist, and it's not just to comb your hair. And I can't tell you what it is specifically, but every time it occurs in that salon, I know that's it. You know, I know that's it. I know that as a hairstylist, people, you know, you ladies know when you go to the hairstylist, y'all either, man, y'all dump on us, you know, y'all dump on us, and I had to understand that with the call, it's not for you to always relate. Sometimes you can, and that's the way you're going to help them because you can relate to a story. But sometimes it's going to be when God gives you something to say to that person that's going to help them with what they just dumped on you. You know, I don't just take people's things on and just, you know, carry it. Nah, I can't do that. You know, that'll have me spiritually bankrupt. But I welcome those moments that God sees who he needs for me to have some kind of interaction with. I've said it before. It doesn't always have to be in words. It can be in that the scalp manipulations with the shampoo. It can be in just her getting her hair done and then when she turns to the mirror and, you know, the excitement on her face where now she feels so much better because for the last 2 months she's been weighed down. And, you know, that's what it does. When you get your hair done, when you get your hair cut, it makes you feel better, you know. So I guess in a sense, it's a level of healing that happens in that room, you know. And that's why I'm excited to be going into my own space because now it's a thing to be behind that chair and feeling like this is a level of healing for these people that I come in contact with. But it's also a a frustration because I don't have control of the atmosphere to even I feel like make it conducive. Yeah, I have great connections no matter where I am. But sometimes it's just something a little more I would say personal that needs to take place and without creative control, I feel like the atmosphere isn't set. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be most amazing to be able to set my atmosphere. I believe in that. You know, when I had my salon, um, I was able to set my atmosphere, and what I learned in that was because I had one young lady working with me, and I know, you know, she a little street, little hood, so can I be. But um, the people that knew her would be like, you don't worry about her clients. I'm like, no, because I set my atmosphere. And I've seen the most, I don't even know what to call them. I don't want to call them, yeah, ratchet. I've seen some of the most ratchet individuals that are normally all amped up just come in and be in this peaceful space. So creating your atmosphere is very important. You know, it's just like um, your children. If your children act properly at home and they're taught how to act at home, when they get out in public, there's a chance that they're not going to act up in public, you know. And that's the same thing. If I set my atmosphere in my salon, these people that normally act up outside of this space are not going to act up. They're going to adjust their self into the atmosphere they're coming to. They're not going to come in and set my atmosphere because it's set before they come through the door. When I tell y'all I prayed over the paint, I put oil in it. I wrote scriptures on the floor before I laid it down. I did all that in my shop. Atmosphere was on point. It was on point. It just was hard to find people to work. So that's why hey only I am not, you know, really interested in going back into a full salon by myself, but I am excited to, you know, at least have that experience of salon owner without the overhead and without having to worry about trying to find people to fill my spaces and things like that. So, yeah, I mean, but like I said, the persistence is what's key. If you're trying to do something, the reason why we need to be persistent is because that very moment that we feel like it's too hard, I can't do it, I just want to quit, I'm about to quit, that means you right there. If you give up in that moment, more than likely you just missed the moment. A week later, it was about to happen. Had you just pushed through one more week. Just one more week. You see what I'm saying? So I want you guys to really pay attention to your walk while you're on your journey. When it starts to get rough or tough and you want to just tap out, don't tap out, you know. Turn up the persistence, you know. Remember your why. Remember why you're doing this. Remember what your plan is for this. Remember the purpose it serves, you know, and don't look at it as how it serves you, but look at it how it serves God. You know, what does what I do, how does that give God glory? How does that allow God to work through this space, through this business, through me? I feel like when we do that, that's when you prosper. That's when your bills are paid. That's when your goals are met. That's when, you know, he made a way out of no way, or just in time I had everything I needed. That's where increase comes. You know what I'm saying? When you, just like your children, you know, you put your children after a certain time, you have to understand, I got to put my kids in God's hands because there's only so much we can do. Yes, we're trusted with these human beings for 18 years, but even in that time, you know, I can remember where I had to shift from, as a mother, I had to shift from these are my little babies to these ain't babies no more. And I had to now rely on, I've laid the foundation, I've done the work. They know right from wrong. Now they can get out here and bump their head, get all their bruises like I did. You know, my mom would be the one who would want to save them, but nah. It was like I couldn't do it. You know what I mean? No, I'm going to protect my children at all costs. But when I say I couldn't save them is when they're making crazy, uh, repetitive mistakes and they know better, you know better, you do better. If I got to do better when I know better, so do you, sir, ma'am. I don't care how young you are, you know, and at that moment, that's when I understood what it meant to give your children back to God, because I had to trust that I done a good job and then let him have them so they can go and walk they walk, so that they can come to their place of what they're here for, what they need to do, and for who. Ain't got nothing to do with me, you know. So that's how I want my business to be starting right now in this 2025, to make sure I keep it on that strong foundation, that I'm not the one who's I'm not moving in my own, wheel, I guess, in a sense. I wanna be spirit led as much as possible. Yeah, I do get to put my hand in it. I ain't saying I'm just like, Jesus, take the wheel, but I'm like, Jesus, take the wheel. You know, I do that a lot. I ain't saying this, but I'm saying this, to a certain extent. Yeah, I do have my creative control, but I need it to be beneficial, not just for my finances, but for my purpose. What good is it if it doesn't do anything for somebody? What good is it if it's just like a means to make ends meet? It's not that for me. You know what I'm saying? I always say I do hair for free. The pay is a reward for what I do because I love it. I don't feel that way about Amazon, but I accept it because I know it's a way for me to, I guess, stay afloat in a sense. Complete the process. Make it a season of completion. Absolutely, Gary. Season of completion. Most definitely. Season of soar, a season of completion. We need to understand that every mistake we've made, every little slip up we've had, it was for something else. You know what I mean? Yeah, it felt bad, or we thought we messed up and we was out, but that doesn't always mean that. It only if you don't get back up. You know what I'm saying? Only if you don't get back up. I done did 2 hair salons. They weren't failures, but they didn't make it, and I would say, like I say, the first one, I know I was called to come out of there, didn't understand it, and I tried to fight it and almost lost my whole ever loving mind. Not to mention, man, I'm trying to lose weight now. I don't want to never lose weight like that again. I was skinty and I hadn't been that small since I was like 16. No, probably younger than that. I don't know. But yeah, I was little, y'all. Stress will get you bad, okay? So, whatever you're doing, don't let it stress you to that point. You'll know when you know. That's why you got to put it in God's hands so you can have that guidance. So that when you're unsure, take it to the Lord in prayer. Make me think about that song. Take it to the Lord in prayer. I love that song. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and remind y'all to stay persistent. Anything that you are trying to achieve this year, remember that persistence pays off. It's not in how fast you go. It's not how quickly it builds or grows. It's in your persistence. And sometimes that persistence is a slow roll. But the slow roll allows you to see ahead of yourself, and not to get ahead of yourself and miss things. It allows you to actually be able to process through every step that you're taking. So we don't want to forget why we're persistent. We're persistent so we can build a thing that is strong, so we can build a thing that is conducive, and so we can build a thing that is meaningful, not only to our lives, but to other people's lives. And remember, I told you the other day, sometimes people are watching your walk, even though you don't know it, even though you may not know them. So you wanna walk that walk, look the part. If the part that day is looking like, "Ooh, I've been working hard," somebody else need to know you can still walk after working hard. If that part today is like, "Just got paid," somebody else need to know your persistence paid off. If it's in a review on Google that says, "I went to this place," or "These people came and cleaned my gutters," whatever your business may be, if it's a positive review on Google, your persistence paid off, and that's what it's about. That can happen with your family, your children, getting them through college. I mean, persistence can be applied anywhere in your life. Everybody's not a business owner. Some of you might be looking for a promotion at work. Then get persistent about that thing. Get persistent and get intentional about what you're trying to accomplish. I've said that at the end of last year. I need to be more intentional. I need to be more intentional. Now, what do I need to do on the other side of this when we're walking into 2025? Be about my words, you know what I'm saying? And take that action. If I'm going to be intentional, if I've been saying that, then I need to be that. Ain't no more saying it. I said it all last year. And anything that I haven't been intentional in, I need to get to it because I said it last year. We're going to do it this year. So if you said it last year, you need to be doing it. Okay? We ain't talking about no resolutions and all that good stuff because we know the best resolution you ever hear every year is, I'm getting my summer body. And so much summer hit. They be like, well, I mean summer 2026. I stopped doing that because I just look up one day and be like, oh my God, I lost weight. That's you ain't gonna never hear me talking about, I'm gonna get in the gym. You might hear me say I need to lose weight, but I ain't gonna tell you what I'm gonna do because I'm not good at that, you know? When I do it, I'll just be persistent and then y'all will see the results. But until then, I ain't talking about that part. But yeah, that's what I'd like. I just wanted to come on here and hopefully be of some encouragement to somebody and let y'all know, if y'all hadn't seen on the community wall, that we did surpass the 50 subscriber goals. And I don't have a goal to 100. I got a goal to 500 and beyond, because the goal is not to take 20 years to monetize that page. I'm more, like I said, my reason for wanting to be monetized here is because this page was once monetized. I want my monetization back because it's mine. I just fell into the inactive phase when they switched over to the watch time hours, and I didn't have any watch time hours and I lost it. But this new page, yeah, I want that to be monetized, and I don't want it to take a long time. So therefore, you know, I need to get to those 500 and 1,000 subscribers, however many it is I need it. I've been, man, when I can look back to, you know, had I been paying attention to YouTube, I would still be monetized, because I got videos on here. I don't know if you guys message. I don't know if you guys, you know, looked at a lot of my old videos, but you know, back in the day when nobody talk about, oh, it went viral, but I got a video on there that would be considered viral in today, you know, and some of them are like 30 and 40,000. Like, yeah. So let me tell you, if you don't think you can do it, you can. You can. And all you got to do is what you're doing. You know what I mean? It ain't about doing what somebody else do. It ain't trying to mimic nobody. Just, you know, if you got to mimic something, find something that's gonna cause you to, you know, reap a benefit from. Now, I've sat here and done a lot of research from other YouTubers and things like that, and there was a lot of things that I did not know that I've applied in. Man, on this page, had I looked at it last year, I'd be all good. But I didn't, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I didn't really care about that. But like I said, when I think about it, yeah, I want it back because it was mine. They shouldn't have took it. They should have grandfathered us in, for real, for real. But it'll be back. But that's a goal for the other page. So y'all know what I said. We gotta get to that 500. We got to get the watch hours. So that's a good thing that I can actually go live. And it's also a good thing that I've done the research, because everything that I've done over here, I get to start from the ground up over there doing those things. So I'm really excited about that. And like I said, by 9 o'clock tonight, I'm able to go live over there. But I probably won't go live until tomorrow sometime, just to like a little meet and greet. You know, I got to find my audience over there. And right now it's all ladies, and I'm not mad at that, you know, but it's men hairstylists. It's interesting things that I'm going to talk about that guys want to hear. So I got to get some of you brothers. over there with me. But having said that, I am at the 35-minute mark. Like I said, I just want to come on and touch bases. Let you guys know it is on and popping. We made it on the other page. Remember, it is Meek Did That on here. Oh, Meek Did That 757. I'll be leaving off the 757. Meek Did That 757. Thank you, Gary, for your help as well. And yeah, I think I come to the end of my words. I don't know if I'll be back on the way to work because, like I said, I don't know what the weather's gonna be doing. Hell, I might not be at work if it look crazy out there. I just have to take that penalty. It'll stay for 60 days. I'll be all right. But yeah, I mean, honestly, I hope I can go because I need that bread, baby. I'm scared. But this is getting ready to be fun, y'all. So I'll be here with the encouragement. I'm gonna be over there with the hair stuff. Now, don't think the hair stuff ain't gonna be encouraging because it is, but it's gonna be about the hair business. That's all I'm saying. I can't help it. I asked to be able to encourage the multitudes. So now I got to go after my multitudes. You know what I'm saying? So the encouragement coming wherever I go. But just know that one is strictly hair. I can't help when the motivation and all that stuff shows up. It just happens. It just happens. But anyway, I thank you guys for hanging out with me for these few minutes. I'm about to go over here and catch Brother Double Speak, see what he talking about this fine afternoon on Monday in the snow in the OH10. I'm glad I'm not in. My kid's dealing with that snow right now. Y'all ain't even know my child had a truck. This man on Facebook talking about anybody stuck in the snow, I ain't coming to get you out. I'm like, you got a truck? Yeah. What you got? Well, I got a Sierra when they hit my last car. Who hit your last car? When? They just got me all out the loop. This brother done got him a truck. He ain't tell his mama. Y'all, I'm gonna have to brag on my son one day. When I tell y'all that headache turned into the biggest blessing in America. One thing I can say though, I'm grateful I don't have no, felons or just no criminals like that, because it could have went either way. My baby did some stupid crap growing up, but nothing that landed him in the penitentiary. But to see him become the man he is now, and just to watch him in his own space and taking care of his home, cooking and stuff, I'm looking like, wait a minute, wait. Who cooked that? But yeah, I'm gonna come brag about my kids one day. Maybe even try to get them on. But until then, I will see you guys later. I pray you have a good rest of your day, and be careful out there if you are having to operate in any kind of weather conditions that are unfavorable. And I appreciate you guys. Don't forget, go over there to the new page. Meek Did That 757. Appreciate that, only. Thank you for popping in and interacting with me. I appreciate that so much. But yeah, make sure y'all sub up there. Hit the like button, share, and subscribe here. And I will talk with you guys later. Bye now.